Hey, YouTube Gundam here. Welcome to an update time for my carrier. First off, I want to do this real quick just to eliminate it. The shields on this thing. Look at how enormous those shields are. Yeah, yeah. Alright, now I can turn that off, because that's consuming a lot of juice. Second, importantly, where is it? Here it is. Visible on hit. My cruiser, the Naglfar, had 13, 14 million shields. The Valiant battlecruiser over there has about 28 million. This thing has 378 million. And increasing. So, what have I done for updates? A few weapons and engines. Initially, I put in additional reversing thrusting Titan engines, just 2 of them, right near the Valkyrie Bay. And then I put in these guards. That's the Mark III battleship cannon. The Valiant battlecruiser has that as the main battery. And then it has some of these dual 300s and those Italian flaks. This thing has dual 300s as well, but no Italian flaks. It instead has a vast array of Vulcan Gatling guns and some quad Bofors, top and bottom. Yeah. There are Gatling guns everywhere, but there's not that many Bofors actually. So, this is the front. So any enemy coming at the ship from the front, which is a very viable target given, all the hangar, you've got a nasty surprise just waiting for you. 4 of these gargantuan battleship cannons and 4 of these dual 300s. Then there's nothing. I don't think I'm going to put anything besides in the middle here, just as a little antenna array and some guns, just to help. And then there's back here, there's an upper segment here, which has a handful of Vulcans and I'm not sure what this thing is. Mark II battleship gun is significantly smaller than that one, but it's something. Then there's a few guns and a couple Bofors down here. Underneath, there's just this. Another one of those Mark IIs, and a few Gatling guns. So I want to add some more Gatling guns to the back, but I'm going to put in some additional ones here to protect the engines, probably on the side here, so they actually have some cover, because that makes sense. I don't really want to put in that many more weapons, but guns here make sense. And this is where the reactors are, so maybe on the bottom of that. I've also put in these Titan engines, so you can actually go up and down. So there's that. This, by the way, somebody says the Pioneer landing craft. So, yeah. And then the other thing I did was put in the main Titan engines. Now that looks awesome. So I'm thinking of a small weapon cluster here. The weapon cluster's on the ends. And maybe something on the bottom there, and then something in the top middle there, and something bottom middle like here, and then I call it a day for weapons. Just a handful of clusters. Oh, and one more on top near the bridge segment, which I've started and put in the shield controller. So, yeah, the shield emitters this here. I definitely want a few extra guns covering it. Maybe a couple guns flanking on the side of the superstructure here would make sense. So, yeah, that would probably make sense. So, yeah. Bottom of that, sides of those, there, flanking the superstructure, then one in the middle, top and bottom, and call it a day for the weapons. But I'm not thinking of it much more, if any, heavy armament. Just Gatling guns and little Bofors. So it's not very well equipped to handle large ships. It's a carrier. It's not an assault carrier. It's just a carrier. So, yeah. This does look nice, though. Now, besides the 378 million, the weight is 51 million. I don't know if this thing can move. The problem is, because of what's in the hangars, that's a little issue unless we were to bother to actually land this thing. Which probably would be a good idea. Yeah, I think I'll do that real quick here. Go ahead and just land these things. In here, let's go down. And gear. Lock. That should have helped. And then there's the other two. I don't want to lose them. Yep. And spawn character. Gear. Lock. And the last one is this, which I don't think that has gear. It does not. So I'm just going to delete you. Keep it on the thing. Alright, let's see what these babies can do. I imagine 8 Titan engines as a forward thrust is going to look beautiful. Ready? Hit it. Oh yeah. Hang on a second. Besides the fact this thing's not very good at reversing. 4 Titan engines for reversing. It's not phenomenal, but hey. Alright, let's compare that to the Valiant here. Let's see how fast things can go. Look at that. I mean, the Valiant is huge. Evidently not. This thing does not stop on a dime. Jeez. I think I want more. Then again, there are only 4 and then 8. Get back here. Get back here. I think I want some more reversing engines to stop the thing. Then again, I kind of like the fact it coasts. It feels like a big ship. You know? It forces you to have to think on your maneuvers. Now, if I were to try and go to the sides, there's only 1 engine on the side. That's slow. So, yeah, it'll force you to think on your maneuvers carefully. Though it can get out of there in a hurry, just can't... Or, excuse me, it can enter trouble in a hurry or it can get out kind of quick if it just keeps going. With that amount of shield, it'll just barrel through the enemy. I mean, that's more shields than entire fleets, for crying out loud. That's a lot of shields. This thing is kind of quick, but slow. It's... So, yeah. So, not too many more guns. Just some here and there. Maybe I'll throw in a couple to protect this Titan engine. Maybe not. And there are these already, so it should be alright. Just a handful more, and I'm going to keep them basically just Vulcans and Bofors, so that way people don't feel like, you know, the thing's a battleship or an assault carrier. It's not. It's just a super carrier. So, yeah. I didn't check the roll. Oh, this thing does not roll. Oh, I've got to change that. I have to change that. I need more gyroscopes. 53 million kilos, so it already weighs a bit. I'll worry about that later. For now, yes. I need to add a lot more gyros, and I'm doing my super gyros, so they're really good. It's just, they're not that good, you know? Alright. Thank you for your time. I will catch you later.